Jonathan Kuminga. My Wizards want him? Does Kuminga want us? On July 4th? Kuminga does deserve independence from the Warriors, though.
I mentioned Jonathan Kuminga here. What is the plan for him, for the Golden State Warriors?
Malika, it almost feels like we're in a little bit of a holding pattern because we have to wait and see what kind of market Jonathan Kuminga can get outside of Golden State. Can he find another team that will want him and then pay him and then also perhaps work out a sign and trade with Golden State?
And apparently my Wizards want him. I don't know how to feel about this. My initial thoughts is just like, okay, Kuminga's a nice young player who has shown immense upside. But at what cost? At what cost? This news came out. I woke up to this news yesterday. And, you know, I wanted to drop a video on this as soon as possible. My freaking girlfriend took me to 4 grueling parties yesterday. Dude, I'm an introvert. In case y'all don't, I don't know if y'all know. I'm an introvert. I'm a proud introvert. The fuck? I don't want to see you. I don't want to see I don't want to see myself in the mirror. The whole time yesterday, I'm over here just, you know, being tossed hot dogs left and right. I'm over here just thinking to myself, does Kuminga fit well next to Sarr? Does a guy who's never averaged more than 5 rebounds per game a good fit next to Sarr? Mark Spears summed it up perfectly here in this clip regarding Jonathan Kuminga.
What I'm hearing from different people is like, where is he getting this money from? What is he proving? We've seen splashes.
Yeah, we saw it when Steph went out in the playoffs last year.
But not something consistent. One GM said, I think he needs to worry more about the fit than the money right now.
I agree with that assessment. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. Welcome to the Dirty Buckets. Fuck me, man. I fucked him yesterday. Anyways, so let's talk about Kuminga the dude, all right? This man was the 7th overall pick in the 2021 draft. He's only 22 years old. Okay, he's turning 23 later on this year, but he's only 22. As a matter of fact, I read a stat saying that Kuminga is actually younger than 14 players who were just drafted in this draft. Okay, just FYI, you know, this dude is young. This dude is young. Shown flashes of immense upside, you know, especially the first thing I think of is the Timberwolves series when Steph Curry was rolled out. And, you know, this man, like, at times in that series, I'm just like, this man looked like a legit all-star. Going over his stats, I mean, like, you know, he averaged 16.1 points in 2023, and he averaged 15.3 points when the season just ended. But he did this while only averaging 24 minutes last year and 26 minutes in the year before that. But going over to his three-point shot, I mean, like, I'm reading his stats right here. I mean, I remember his second year, he averaged 37% from the three. And I was like, oh, shit. I mean, this man can do that. I mean, like, the sky's the limit for him. But now, like, he averaged 32% for 2 years ago, 30% last year. Granted, he's only doing that on 3 attempts per game, 2 attempts per game 2 years ago. So, like, the question going to be, is he going to be a perimeter threat going forward? Or, I mean, yeah, can he develop into one? Does he even want to be one? Looking at this, like, looks like he's pretty shy from the perimeter. I mean, I'm just looking at stats. But he makes up for that in other aspects of his games, though. Like I said earlier, never averaged more than 5 rebounds per game. Now, could that be due to his, you know, lack of minutes? Possibly. You know, like I said, the most he's ever played in a season was 26 minutes per game. But yeah, man, you know, you can see the talent. You can see the flashes of upside there. Again, only 22 years old. But I found this report, the scouting report on Jonathan Kuminga based on last year. And, you know, it was from a Kings fans website. You know, Kings fans are great citizens. They make great citizens. I've been saying this. Kings fans deserve all the love. They need it right now. But, you know, kudos to this website. I forgot their name. I'm a dumb dick. But I took screenshots. And this is, you know, I'm going to read this to you guys. So this report states that Jonathan Kuminga's greatest strength is the pressure he puts on the rim. He shot 72 to 74% at the rim last 2 seasons, good for 88th and 87th percentile. Last season, he drew a career-high 5 free throw attempts per game in only 24 minutes, indicating obviously there's those strong slashing skills. And as his usage rate climbed into his 92nd percentile, his turnover percentage improved to the highest of his career. So, like, based on last year, this is his per 36 minutes last season, how they would have fared. He would have averaged 22.6 points, 6.8 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 1.2 steals on 45% from the field and 30% from the three. Not bad. Not bad. This has me thinking, like, how would he fare with the consistent minutes on a nightly basis? But anyways, defensive growth. This is one that I really want to read to you guys. Kuminga has reduced his foul percentage from 4.9% as a rookie to 3.1% last season. His offensive and defensive rebounding percentages have both been respectable the last 2 seasons, the same with his block and steals percentage. His block percentage was in the 15th percentile in his first season compared to 63rd last year. So they're saying, obviously, with more minutes, he can average more than 5 rebounds per game. Perimeter threat, I don't know if he'll ever be one. Could he develop into one? Yeah, possibly. He's only 22 years old. But like I said, his slashing skills, driving to the paint, putting pressure on the rim, that's what Jonathan Kuminga excels at. But now with my Wizards, because G-Wiz looking down on me right now. I'm drained. I'm drained. This video is going to suck ass. But with my Wizards, I'd like to think that most Wizards fans agree with this. Bub Carrington is going to be our starting point guard moving forward. We got Trey at the 2, Trey Johnson. Bilal at the 3. I think we can all agree with that, right? Sar, some of us think he's a 5. Some of us think he's a 4, myself included. I think he's a 4. Could Kuminga be a good front court mate to Alex Sar? That's my question. Because like I said, it's Bub, Trey, and Bilal Coulibaly. I like saying Bilal. 1, 2, and 3. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the starting lineup in the first game of the season this upcoming year, because who's to say Trey Johnson maybe, I don't know, maybe he comes off the bench. I don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. I feel like he's going to start, especially towards the end of the season, but we don't know yet. But moving forward, that's the projected starting lineup for the future. I'm going to leave that to you guys to answer that. Let me know in the comments. Does that look nice to you? It does to me, but I have questions regarding rebounding. Sar, I don't think he'll ever be a great rebounder. And I'm not saying that's not like a knock on his game, because I think he's more of an Evan Mobley mold, Jaren Jackson mold, and those dudes, I mean, get you 8 rebounds per game. So leaving that there with you guys, because I'm going to give you my take at the end of the video. So the question is, Jonathan Kuminga is a great, intriguing talent. But at what cost? What cost? Would I be willing to give up Bub Carrington for him?
No.
Keyshawn George?
No, no, no.
Bilal Coulibaly?
Hell no. No.
I think I'm willing to give up other assets besides those guys, besides any of our young bucks on our roster. So this report came out, and I'm going to read it to you guys. The Kings reportedly offered the Warriors for Jonathan Kuminga Devin Carter, who was the 13th overall pick last year, 1 pick before Bub Carrington. Thank you, Sacramento. Dario Saric and 2 second-round picks, and the Warriors said, "Get the fuck out of my face, boy." So that's like a starting point, I guess. Not a starting point. That's like the base of what the Warriors will want. You know, the Wizards, Bucks, Heat, Bulls, and Nets have shown interest, but as of right now, it looks like it's mainly the Wizards and the Kings. I found this trade offer on freaking Twitter, and I figured I should read it to you guys. Jonathan Kuminga to us, and the Warriors will get Corey Kispert, Justin Champagnie, and 2030 first-round pick. Remember, we got the Warriors' first-round pick via the CP3 trade from 2030. I believe it's top 20 protected. Let me know what you guys think about this trade. I personally would be even hesitant to give up on Justin Champagnie. We just gave him a 4-year cheap-ass deal, and I like Justin Champagnie. I really do. I think he can develop into one of those guys in a 10-man rotation in the playoffs. The main guy that I'm looking at is Corey Kispert. Corey Kispert is left on his deal, and then he has a club option in 2028, 2029. He's making $13 million a year. As of right now, he has the longest term contract that we have here in D.C. If we can find a way to add Corey Kispert in there, now will the Warriors value him? I don't know. Like, you would think so. But then again, Corey had a bit of a down year last year. Marcus Smart. Could the Warriors value Marcus Smart? We've seen Marcus Smart being floated around in trade rumors to the Kings. First round pick next year. Remember, we have pretty much Oklahoma City Thunder's first round pick next year. It's the worst of the Oklahoma City Thunder's, Clippers, and I believe the Rockets, which is the first round pick's going to be 28 to 30 next year. Will we give that? Will we offer that up to the Warriors, and would that entice them? What I would be willing to give up, Corey Kispert, Dylan Jones, if they want him, Remember, Dylan Jones is a rookie. He's a rookie from last year, and he's only due $2 million, and there's no future guaranteed money in that. I'd give him the 2030 first round pick. I'll give it back to them. Yeah, you can have it back. We didn't need it. And I think that's it. Make the salaries match up. Ideally, it would be Corey Kispert, freaking Dylan Jones, maybe if they want him, and 87 second round picks. See, people be dogging on the second round picks that we have, but this is when they come into play. We, attach freaking 10 of them. Or realistically, attach like 4 of them to this trade. We have second round picks to offer. But would the Warriors do it? The Warriors may very well want Champagnie. These motherfuckers. But they can get Corey Kispert and Champagnie. But to me, involve a deal revolving Corey Kispert. If they want a first round pick, I am not giving them our first round pick next year, which is top 8 protected. Hell no. And I think Will Dawkins is not going to do so. I don't even know why I brought that up. That's where I stand right now. If the price is right, I am more than willing to roll the dice. We all heard Steve Kerr say last year that this man is not ready to contribute to winning basketball, not ready to play 38 minutes per game. This is my take on this. Kuminga reportedly wants $30 million a year. If I'm Kuminga, I am more looking at fit rather than money, just to ensure that you get your shots up in your new team, which he will have here with the Wizards. He will have that. Kyle Kuzma's gone. Jordan Poole's gone. Because you can make up that money a little bit longer down in your NBA career. You're only 22 years old, dude. Sign a 3-year deal. Now, I understand the people saying there's questions regarding his fit and questions regarding his overall player, I guess. But here's my thing. Even if he does come here and we have an abundance of wings with him, even though he's a 3, he's more of a 4, but 3 as well. I don't give a fuck. We can be the Washington Wild Wings for all I care. That's a good problem to have. Especially when you have a GM like Will Dawkins who can navigate himself around this problem. To me, talent over everything. And if anything, we can flip him. We can flip Kuminga like we were supposed to do with Kyle Kuzma when we kind of failed. We got AJ Johnson. Well, like we were supposed to do with Jordan Poole. Kind of failed. We got cap space. And then we didn't even fail. I don't know. I'll leave it out to you guys. We can flip Kuminga. He comes here. He's going to get all the minutes. We can flip him. If we feel like he's not a great fit, then we can flip him. And we got history with the Warriors. The Warriors, they gave us, Warriors fans, if you guys are watching, you guys gave us Jordan Poole. Thank you. I like Jordan Poole. We nurtured, we took care of him, you know what I mean? Now he's off to a nice and beautiful spot in New Orleans. Okay, you can give us Kuminga. We'll take care of him. Trust me, we'll take care of him. Maybe he can be an all-star. I don't know. Maybe he can be an all-star. But, we have that history with the Warriors as well, man. But I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm done talking. I can't talk. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'll truly appreciate it. Yeah, man. Roll the dice, but at the right price. Shit, that rhymes. I'm socially drained, dude. I just I can't even talk to myself in my own head. I can't. It's just there's blank noise. Just zzz. Who the fuck goes to 4 parties in one day? What type of lunatic are you? I can't. I'm gonna try not to talk to people for the rest of the month. How about that? My goal is to not talk to a sentient being for the rest of this month. And I think I can do it.